So, another thing I've been coming across, I know there's a lot of niche type of stuff. When it comes to YouTubers, when it comes to traders or stuff like that, stock market. Because this is what comes across my algorithm now. So, going to be honest with you. Advertising and marketing instinctually turns me off. I hate being pushed to buy something. I don't like being sold something. Artificial marketing that doesn't come off as natural. Really, I just don't like it. It just me personally. I understand it works. It has worked on me in the past. But when I feel like you're a salesman, I'm just eh. But one thing recently, especially with trading, right? You know what they will tell you? It would be these people that have traded for 5 years. They'll make these videos telling you, you should quit now. Don't do it. You're not going to be successful. You will fail. And you'll never, it's like, well, if you have that type of energy, of course you're not going to succeed. Of course you're not. Sure. But you know what? Honestly, I get it. Because you know what? If you watch a video that tells you to quit something and you actually quit, then you know what? Then it probably wasn't something for you anyways. If you're not willing to persevere, be resilient. But to me, and they always come off, the ones that are like that. It is not the ones that are actually really successful, it's the ones that did it for 4 or 5 years, did stupid shit. They finally became profitable, and then they tell you not to because I think they're afraid that any newcomers come in to have success, it makes them look stupid. Because they relied on the same shit that everyone taught them. They bought courses and they failed at it, wasted money, used technical analysis as an excuse to not actually make their own assessments of stuff. And not to go on a side tangent here, but I believe the extreme versions of technical analysis that everyone uses, that I've noticed when I watch a lot of these videos, they all push this technical analysis and all this stuff. And for some, they do certain types that work. The same ones that follow, this, that, and the other, these candlesticks, you know what? They seem to be the ones that say, yeah, I did this for 3 years, didn't make any money, and then it just started clicking. It's like, if you did the same thing for 3 years, doing the same patterns that everyone else taught you that wasn't making money in it before, you ever thought about maybe making your own type of assessments of what may or may not work? I think people are afraid to look at something, even if they're unfamiliar with it, and actually trying to create their own analysis of how the stuff may or may not actually work. But when I came across these YouTubers and videos, to me they always came off as self-righteous and you're gonna fail and all this stuff. To me, they come off as people who don't want any competition. They don't want to see anyone succeed in something so they could keep it for themselves type of thing. It's kind of like you're being told to quit by someone who does trading, who is afraid of competition or becoming more successful than the way they did it. And they're giving a negative sentiment about something, but if you buy my course or sign up for this app, then you'll be successful. And it's always don't do it. But if you buy my course, if you buy this app, if you buy this, you sign up for this code, it's like your code or your course is not going to be why I'm successful. I hate to break it to you, These online courses, I think, I'm not saying they can't be beneficial for certain things, but I think for something like this, there's too much free information out there. And, it's like if you actually make real money off of these courses, if you actually make real money off of trading itself, these courses, you wouldn't charge an arm and a leg to prove your worth. And a lot of them fake their results a lot. And to me, what it should show you when you are going across YouTube or anything, Instagram and stuff like that, and someone is telling you stop and quit X, Y, and Z of what you're trying to do, and they're trying to sell you something else, that's kind of a telltale sign they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Now, because at the end of the day, I will never tell someone to quit something. I will just never. I think that's stupid. Because you just never know. Sometimes in a minute, shit can click. Sometimes it takes time. But people telling someone to quit because they failed at doing something is one of the saddest things to ever tell someone to do. If anything, what your goal should be is to actually show people what you wish, if you actually did learn how to do it, become successful at it, is to, if you really feel like you provide that valuable information, is to actually tell them what you wish you would have learned early on that would have helped you tremendously, instead of wasting time doing X, Y, and Z. And it's funny, they always tell you to quit day trading, or to quit doing, quit making art, quit, writing, quit making music and stuff like that. I came across this other dude. This dude, he's been making music for 10 years, right? He went to art school, got a degree, he got a musical degree and all that stuff. He made music for 10 years and he made a little bit of money here and there, but the last few years it's dried up. And he said, I am done with music. And he said, you shouldn't get into music and all this stuff. Like, it's like, because it didn't work out for him. And I understand what he's trying to say. It's like, it's hard to make money in music, but at the same time, for all I could tell, all he did really was make like instrumentals and stuff. But there's a point that like he made money here, but then he said it's not sustainable and all that stuff, and I get it. But at the same time, his motivation was, I'm just tired of being broke. I just want to make money. It's like, well, that's fine. If that's what you want to do, fine. But don't tell someone else like, oh, because you just need to focus on making money and all that stuff. It's like, but what if someone does music and after a couple years they start making a great living? That's the thing. Like, this life is so unpredictable and unknown. And when you have negative ass people, because they failed at something at first, trying to discourage people from doing something, I understand you're trying to make people aware of potential hazards and stuff, but at the same time, you can only stop people at a certain, like, you gotta let people fail themselves. And I hate, and one of my number one things is coming across these videos saying X, Y, and Z ruined my life. I came across this dude was crying his eyes out, right? And I felt bad for him. This man, he was 25. He lived at home with his mom. He lived in California, and yeah, he was making like 15 an hour at his job, and he's day trading. The man made like 28,000 trading, and then he would blow it all in 2 days. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sit or cry about when you literally spent your whole portfolio in 2 days of that size when you didn't have to. And I understand addiction and stuff like that, but like, you trying to get sympathy over stupid shit, I'm sorry. I'm not giving it to you. That's the definition of a you problem. But that stuff just bothers me. Because negativity that it always is the first, like, if something didn't work for me, I'm going to tell you to quit projecting. Like, I understand. I feel bad for people that make those drastic decisions. But you got to understand the territory that comes with what you get into. Like, if you're going to get into a highly risky, job or side hustle, whatever you want to call it, you got to take the good with the bad. It comes with the territory. You can't want the big historic GameStop return, but then get mad when you get a GameStop type of loss. Should have had a stop loss. And the more I've done it, the more I look at these people, the more I feel less and less bad for these people. Because they will win crazy amount of money and then just think that it's going to work again. And just, put it all in. It's like, not like, hey, I just won this much. I have $80 in my account. How about I put 20,000 of this 40,000 I won into my account and then keep 20,000 in there? And if I lose 20,000, then you know what? I deserve to lose 20,000. But at least secure yourself in some way. That's the crazy part to me. But you get these people, when you get into these unstable jobs or these unstable career paths where it's like music, it's trading, or it's, YouTube, podcasting, whatever it is, where it's kind of a boom or bust, where it's like you typically have to do it for no money for a while before you get good at it and actually make money at it. That's typically for these roles that no one needs to be filled. No one is asking you to do music. No one's asking you to do YouTube. No one's asking you to do podcasts. No one's asking you to trade. No one's asking you to do anything in these type of professions. You can't want the glory of the great payout if you're not willing to take that. You might not make money from it, at least for a while. And I just hate seeing this negativity online. And the negativity typically doesn't come from the people that made a lot of money. It comes from the ones that made their first $7K last month after 4 years of trying. And then they're like, hey, you know what? I'm the best fucking at. You know what? You should just fucking quit. It's like, bro, you liquidated your account 3 times. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm talking all this shit. I better hope it hits this week. Hey, Elon, keep doing stupid shit, please. I gotta please do something stupid Monday. I am begging you. Make the market tank. Make me some money. God, Elon, I will buy. You know what, Elon? I'll make you a deal over here. If you tank Tesla, where I can make a 2,000% return, when I can afford a Tesla, I will get a Tesla. You could put me on the wait list. I will get one. All right. Here's your free promo, Elon. Not that, you're the